The philosophy of success, what it really means to win and be successful. Introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we look into the concept that has been of interest to many thinkers, scholars, and achievers across history, the philosophy of success, what it really means to win. This notion goes way beyond mere accomplishments and tries to bring forth the essence of leading a successful life. We shall explain the meaning and products of success, discuss some philosophical perspectives, and even describe some practical ways of, in fact, achieving success. This paper seeks to obtain an overall in-depth understanding of success, which will be enough to consider the topic as publishable for general review. Definition of success. Success is, today, strictly defined by the extrovert factors of money, position, and prestige that a person acquires in life. We are taught from a very young age that being successful means being at the top, having prestigious achievements and accolades, and getting material trappings such as fancy cars, massive homes, and the latest luxury goods. This stereotypical view of success is wrong and misleading. True success should be based on inner dictates that flow from the cultivation of wisdom, integrity, and a sense of purpose, rather than simply from external validation. Otherwise, what do we really achieve at the end of the day? Success can be measured in numerous techniques according to each individual's values, cultural, and social paradigms. The traditional idea of success involves the features of material wealth, professional achievements, and social status. However, it is certainly not limited to this. 1. Personal fulfillment, achieving a level of pleasure and contentment in one's life. 2. Meaning and purpose, a life well led in terms of values and the ability to contribute to something bigger than the self. 3. Growth and learning, continuous growth in skills, knowledge, and as a person. 4. Relationships, the development of close and lasting relationships with others. 5. Health and well-being, the maintenance of physical, mental, and emotional well-being. The major pluralist conceptions of success discussed in the literature are: 1. Inner success. This seems to relate a lot to personal satisfaction, happiness, and self-actualization in the sense of basically being content through finding purpose or meaning in life and being at peace with oneself. 2. Physical success. This implies maintaining oneself in regards to physical health, fitness, and general well-being, in addition to sustaining a good body and appearance. 3. Family success. This would consist of building strong, meaningful relationships with family members and achieving a feeling of fulfillment at a family level. 4. Career/business success, achievement of goals in a field of work or business, getting skilled, and development. Some of the things that make up this track are promotions, salary, and job satisfaction. 5. How to attain financial/material success. This involves the accumulation of riches, gaining of possessions, and financial security. This is often linked to extrinsic indicators of achievement such as money, position, and possessions. 6. Social success, becoming developed into meaningful connections, relationships, and networks with other people. This includes devising a supportive social circle and giving back to one's community. 7. Intellectual success. It also entails engaging oneself in the quest for knowledge, learning, and mental stimulation. It involves always broadening one's knowledge and abilities. 8. Spiritual success, being able to find a sense of purpose, connection, and fulfillment with spiritual or religious beliefs and practices. True success is one that is multidimensional and goes beyond the external trappings of success or simple material affluence and involves a proper alignment and balance between these multiple dimensions of success to live a life full of purpose and meaning. Success prevails differently in various cultures. It is followed with different definitions, depending on the values, beliefs, and norms that each culture is constructed of. There are some important cultural insights into what seems to mean success across cultures. At an individual level, individualistic versus collectivist cultures. Success in individualistic cultures like the United States means personal success, independence, and materialism. It is goal-oriented and individualistic in nature. Contrastingly, collectivist cultures are essentially more interested in the wellness of the group compared to personal accomplishment, appreciate success as having to do with contributions to the community, and building and maintain harmonious relations. Work-life balance. Success, however, is a concept directly related to work-life balance, and this does not have exactly the same meaning in every culture. Americans will sacrifice family time now, as long as the payoff in terms of a greater monetary success is realized later. Most Latin Americans, however, define success as being able to take home enough income to live well but still have plenty of time with their families. Education and vocational training. Some cultures believe highly in education as a pathway to success. In most cases, college achievement. Others believe in more vocational training, apprenticeships, or practical skills that will lead to success defined by mastering a trade or craft. Materialism versus relationships. The Chinese pretty much define success materially, with many youth equating it with financial security and professional prestige, not only in their own right, but also partly to make their parents proud. Success to Latin Americans is more connected to relationships and time with family, flexibility and balance. While work ethic is valued throughout most cultures, there are a few that emphasize flexibility and balance. How long he works in the US is often taken as a badge of honor, while elsewhere and in another culture, it may make the impression that the person isn't being responsible enough to find a synthesis between work and personal life. Success is multidimensional and definitely is going to vary from culture to culture. The differences need to be understood in looking at diverse perspectives for self-fulfillment with values and priorities. Through research, the dimension relating to education regarding the definition of success across cultures would look as follows. Cultural values transmission. Education has been one major platform through which cultural values, beliefs, and norms pass on from one generation to the next. The way the educational systems are structured, particularly in terms of what is emphasized, reflects the cultural priorities. Shaping student identities and outcomes, a school's culture and environment can deeply influence what a student feels characterizes success at school, who they are in terms of self-identity as a successful learner, and have an effect on their paths by the cultural wisdom that they bring or is present in a school's approach. Alignment with cultural definitions of success. Success is often defined differently across cultures, with the result being the structure and values of their educational systems. For example, some emphasize academic success, others occupational preparation, and still others the importance of developing the whole individual. Organization-wide learning culture refers to developing an organization-wide, strong learning culture that is underscored by the cultural values of that company or institution. This will be through the development and setting of clear objectives for learning, setting of resources and leadership commitment, preparing students for cultural contexts and expectations of the personal and professional lives of students are educated in them only through education. Education only prepares them to survive. Their education helps them to form the idea of success. What it only means, then, is that through education, cultural values are passed to the learner citizens, synthesizing their identity and their outcome in this very life. And all these are aligned with diverse definitions of success across different cultural contexts. Cultural knowledge of these fundamental dynamics will enable one to better appreciate the intricate relationship that exists between education and success. 1. Aristotelian virtue ethics. He believed that real success, i.e., eudaimonia, is achieved through leading a life of virtue in accordance with one's reason. Hence, success is not found in defining those factors which are extraneous to it, but in the development of good character and leading a life of virtue. 2. Existentialism. Besides, existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre and Soren Kierkegaard believed individual freedom and responsibility were the primary causes. Success is taken to mean creating meaning by authentic choices and personal commitment in a world which essentially has no meaning. 3. Utilitarianism. This position, as championed by Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, describes success in terms of the greatest happiness principle. Success can be explained by how much actions lead to contributing to the best interest in terms of welfare and happiness to the greatest number of persons. 4. Stoicism. The Stoic philosophers, such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, taught that success has to do with conquering one's mind and feelings. True success relies on living virtuously, accepting what cannot be controlled, and focusing on personal resilience and inner peace. The ancient philosophies give an extremely insightful reframing of what, actually, looks like a real success. Some of the ancient wisdoms believe that 1. The Stoics perceive true wealth and fullness, going along with their virtues inside and not just materialistic, living by things such as virtue, reason, self-discipline, tranquility, and not preoccupying themselves with things on the outside. They said one would be rich and full of prosperity. 2. Buddhism is the pursuit of ego transcendence and never-ending craving that ties us to suffering, which only ends in the highest kind of success, enlightenment. 3. Most indigenous traditions would teach one to live with mixed integrity, within the bounds of nature and community rather than for oneself in singular glory. This isn't to say these philosophies rejected effort or hard work. Quite the opposite. They understood that endeavors and labor are made for a purpose, to live well. But the aims were different than what society's typical markers of success are today. Building out from these ancient learnings, real success might better be defined by 1. Inner peace and self-mastery. Am I growing in wisdom, emotional stamina, and healthy practices that keep me well in body and mind? This is of first importance. 2. Living with integrity. Is my life a reflection of high ethics and values? One can accomplish things, but only end up with emptiness if what matters to me gets sacrificed. 3. Sense of purpose. Am I working not only for personal achievement, but to be useful to others and to leave a positive mark on the world? 4. Important relationships. Am I putting adequate time into my important relationships, into materials and activities that bleeding-edge research in the science of happiness and fulfillment show result in long-term happiness? 5. Simplicity appreciation. Am I taking time to actually enjoy the simple beauty of nature, art, good food, and other joys in life without getting caught up in always wanting more? Some of the major strategies for true success include 1. Focus on getting better. Not just being good. Success is not about having inherent qualities or abilities. It comes from actions one puts in to continuously get better and grow. Growth mindset. 2. Get clear on what you want. Clearly define your goals and dreams. Work your way back on how to accomplish it with clear, achievable steps or milestones. This gives you direction and the ability to see progress. 3. Cultivate a positive attitude and self-belief. Winning people are those who believe in themselves that surely possesses thinking, with self-confidence, confidence, and can make failure be stepping stones to success. Entrenched self-belief. 4. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people. People in your life are a great source of shaping your thoughts and actions. Find others who help lift you up and encourage you. 5. Personal development and health. Success lies not just in bits of outer accomplishment, but in the filling of your inner fulfillment. Take dauntless care of your physical, mental, and emotional health. 6. Remain disciplined, focused, and persistent. Success demands dedication, hard work, and perseverance. Stay committed and never give up. 7. Continuously learn and adapt. The most successful people in life are penciled in as lifelong learners. Acquisition of knowledge, skills, and perspectives lends impetus to the overall being at every stage of life. 8. Appreciate your milestones. Learn from failures, recognize your journey's progress and accomplishments. Savor your success and, in addition, learn from failures. Strategies therefore implemented as a result will lead to you establishing the mindset, skills, and habits for achieving a very successful life, one that matches the deepest values and the meeting of the deeper aspirations. The journey is as important as the destination. Here are the key consequences of this success. 1. Anxiety and pressure to sustain the winning streak. High performers tend to be anxious most of the time about maintaining that current performance level and become extremely paranoid about losing it. This staying on the performance treadmill all the time is psychologically very exhausting. 2. Fear of failure and being set up to fail previous victories can lead to unrealistic expectations and subsequent failures. Successful individuals view failure with greater negativity and subsequently don't bounce back as easily. 3. Envy and negative judgment by others. Success can lead to envy, resentment, and disapproving judgment on those who think they should be just as successful. Sometimes these can lead to a sense of isolation and ambivalence towards success. 4. Inability to balance work and personal relationships. Success requires killer focus, which could come at a cost of maintaining healthy personal relationships and work-life balance. This can be damaging to family life and well-being in general. 5. Vulnerable if not able to work. A successful person falls ill or gets injured, or for some reason or another is unable to work. The business/organization that this person has built up can fall apart in very little time. This may put one's family and legacy in a dicey situation. While most would consider success the most desirable goal, it comes with many possible unintended consequences that a successful person needs to deal with in life. It is therefore crucial to get used to how these potential challenges can be handled in consideration of continued well-being and fulfillment. Success significantly changes personal relationships for the better or worse. Here's how success can change relationships. Greater time and energy demands. People who are increasingly successful in their workplaces tend to spend more time and energy on their activities in order to achieve greater success. This sometimes eats into quality time with family or friends and, as a result, can affect personal relationships. Changing lifestyle and priorities. Success usually brings in its wake lifestyle changes, new homes, cars, holidays, and so on. This could very easily change other priorities and interests and distance one from friends and family who have not enjoyed the same level of success. Envy and resentment from others. Being successful can raise feelings of envy and resentment from friends, family, or intimate partners who may feel threatened by their success. This causes tension and often alienation. Raised expectations and pressure. Success can raise the expectations, and so the pressure and execution from their close ones, where many successful individuals start feeling the urge for bringing the same level of success to their family members or providing them with financial support. This can lead to a source of stress and conflict in relationships. Deeper connections. This can also prove to be a virtue in some cases, as success can create opportunities for deeper, more profound relationships built with those genuinely happy for your successes. Shared experiences and values. Share of resources and experiences. The more accomplished you get, the better you provide for your loved and close ones in terms either of financial support, going places, or having unique experiences. It enriches those relations and posits a lot many more shared memories. Success has the tendency to simultaneously bind and strain personal relationship like that. The answer to this predicament is to never close the channels of communication, set boundaries, and allocate quality time for relationships accordingly and on a regular basis. Naturally, all success is most rewarding when shared with those dear to oneself. The main strategies in developing growth mindset to achieve success. 1. Welcome the challenge. Do not look at challenges as a threat. They may come with an opportunity for learning. Maintain a positive, resilient attitude towards tackling them. 2. Persevere even when faced with failure. At no single time should you be discouraged by the occurrence of failure or any kind of mistake. Just take them as learning opportunities and keep plugging your effort in. 3. See effort as the path to mastery. Even better, understand that progress and accomplishment can be taught through working and sustained effort over time. Effort is what fills the gap between growth and mastery. 4. Learn from criticism. Seek criticism and say thank you. Learn not to take it personally. Learn from it and use the feedback to inform how you can and will get better. 5. Be inspired by the success of others. Do not feel insecure with the success of others. Get inspired by them and uplift your life. Get inspired by their progress. 6. Passion for learning. Focus on learning and self-development for the process, not only for the end results. Enjoy the excitement of learning something that you do not already know. 7. Reframe what you say. When you catch yourself saying something in a fixed mindset, say, "Whoops, I'm thinking with a fixed mindset. Let me try and think harder in a growth mindset. What can I say that would be more like what a growth mindset thinker would say? Oh, I can't do this yet, but I'm going to keep trying." 8. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Find mentors, peers, and communities that support your growth mindset. Stay away. 9. Celebrate small wins. Be proud of yourself for all the steps that move you closer to your goal, however small that may seem. Celebrate the journey, not the destination. 10. Be patient and persistent. Cultivating a growth mindset involves time and focused dedication. Stay with it, even if progress is slow. Trust the process. To keep challenging, learning from setbacks. Focus on the process, not just on its outcomes. Allot time and effort in the right mindset and success will come in ways beyond your wildest expectations. Some of the best techniques to overcome obstacle to success. Take a growth mindset. Instead of looking at obstacles as blocks in the way, look at them as opportunities for growth and learning. Each challenge is a chance to grow in new skills and stamina. Reframe negative thoughts into positive ones and learn from failures. Break down barriers. Whenever you try to look at a barrier as too huge to surmount, just take it and break it into manageable bits. Prepare a step-by-step plan as to what exactly you need to go about doing to progress towards your goals. Set priority tasks and deadlines to keep the impetus alive. Build determination and grit. Be tenacious and keep charging ahead. Keep motivated even when the going is slow. Celebrate all the small wins that come your way. That keeps you inspired. Get help in mentoring. Discuss your concerns with mentors, friends, family, or colleagues and access support, advice, and tools. Do not hesitate to make use of them to help you break through some of the barriers. Find accountability for staying on track. Look for situational solutions. Personal limitations and financial constraints can be overcome by hammering out a plan to suit one's own situation. Know when to seek professional advice. Recognize self-doubt and work on building self-confidence. Divide and conquer. A common effective strategy is to divide large obstacles into several smaller tasks, one step at a time. Face the challenge and you can continue working without getting overwhelmed or becoming discouraged. The key is looking at the barriers and meeting them with a positive and growth-oriented mindset. Making a strategic plan while using your support system. With the audacity and grit, you will see the seeds that will be sowed over any barrier that piles up as a stumbling block between you and success. Some real-time examples for success are: 1. Mahatma Gandhi's success should not be measured by the wealth or power, but by his non-stop attempt given to justice, non-violence, and freedom to India. 2. Marie Curie was some exceptional lady who, despite much hindrance, made some revolutionary scientific discoveries and thus became the first woman to be awarded a Nobel Prize. She is a good ets in persisting and dedication to goals. 3. Elon Musk. The success of this man lies in the vision he has towards technology and sustainability, pushing the barriers of possibilities in the quest for striving to produce something great for a long-term impact. 4. J.K. Rowling. Her very first book of the Harry Potter series was rejected by the publishers 12 times, and then it was approved. If she was not persistent, then we would never have Harry Potter. Conclusion. The philosophy of success has so much more than the old-time definition of success. It is integrated and belongs more to personal fulfillment, purpose, growth, relationships, and well-being. By overlooking the many dimensions and philosophical perspectives on success, we fail to really provide ourselves the perspective to build a deeper, meaning-focused definition of what it even means to win. Why not we embrace a broader and enriching definition of success, one which is sensitive to both our values and aspirations, and hence bringing in the much-needed fulfillment and impactful living? While society at large may not redefine success in the near future, let at least each one of us change how we choose to view it. We should move away from the empty pursuit of wealth and the status it accords, and rather focus on wisdom, integrity, inner peace, and what it means to leave a positive imprint. After all, at the end of life, which metrics will we care more about? The size of our bank accounts, or even our Instagram followers, or how much we have humanely evolved? The richness in our closest, most cherished relationships, and the positive impact we made on other people's lives? That is, in its purest sense, the path to a life well lived, winning. Thank you.